Emotional drainage. Y'all, this is a big one. This is a big one. I'm going to write down what I wrote. When interactions with this person leave you feeling emotionally exhausted rather than uplifted, emotionally exhausted rather than uplifted, it indicates the relationship may be more draining than nourishing, suggesting it's time to reevaluate its place in your life. Y'all, when you start going into relationships, you lose, and here's the thing. Every relationship has its ups and downs. Let's start there. Every relationship does. That is very, very, very normal. But when it comes down to a level where you're feeling constantly emotionally drained, it's different when you're having issues and you're going through, one partner may be going through a transition, you going through a transition, whatever the case may be. But when you're going through, like, it's constant, like you feel emotionally drained, you feel torn down, this person shames you, this person reminds you of everything you've ever done, it's draining. It's literally draining you. It's like the life is sucked out of you every time you have a conversation with this person. When you walk in, it's just the energy is just sucked out of the room. It's just an emotionally draining relationship. Emotionally draining. Oh gosh, I'm bringing back some. Emotionally draining relationship where somebody's constantly trying to pull from you and you don't even have it to give. They're trying to pull and pull. It's always something. It's always some energy. It's always something. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is so much. Like I'm just drained. I'm trying to focus on my goals and this relationship got me drained. Like I lost energy. I might have just had a cup of coffee and I have a conversation with you and I have no energy. And you just pouring and pouring and they want you to pour into them and pour into them and pour into them. And you're like, I don't even have nothing to give. This is draining. Y'all, it's draining you. When a relationship is draining you emotionally, y'all, that might be a sign that God's trying to get you up out of there. Okay? Now, y'all take all of these. When we say God, we got to take all of these to God, right? Anything you hear that's like, oh, God said, you take it to God yourself, right? You don't just take my word for it. I'm not God. I told y'all that before. When you hearing people that give you prophetic words, you're hearing messages, don't just receive them. Take them to God. Allow God to let it resonate or not resonate. But you make sure that you take everything back to God. Number 3, there's a conviction in your spirit. You know you chose this for you. You know you chose this for you. You know this wasn't God's best for you. You are trying to make it work in your own strength. And God said, I'm going to let you. You want to make it work? You want this? Because God is a gentleman. He's not going to force his will upon you. So when there's a conviction in your spirit and you keep ignoring it, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. I know that God didn't bring us together. I know this isn't God's best for me. I know, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. God's like, okay, go do it. You created this connection in your own strength. You got to bring it. You got to make it happen in your own strength. And you feel the weight of carrying and trying to make this relationship work in your own strength. Yeah, you can pretend around your friends, but deep down inside, you know this is heavy. This is a lot. And you're trying your very best to make it work. But this is you. There's a conviction in your spirit. And you pushed it down. You pushed it down. But you know this isn't right. You know this isn't right. A strong, persistent feeling in your spirit that something isn't right, especially if it aligns with your faith and values. It can be a prompting from God that is trying to get you to step away from this relationship. That conviction, y'all know what the conviction feels like. Okay, that conviction, like, oh, I know I'm not doing the right thing. I'm going to try to ignore it because I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing, but I know I'm not doing the right thing. I know God's called me to do something different, but I'm going to stay right here because this is what's serving me well in this season. Y'all, that is a lie from the enemy. If God is calling you to do something and the enemy's trying to keep you where you are, keep you deceived, you're choosing to stay in a wilderness when there's a promised land with your name on it. There's nothing that the enemy can give you that's going to be fulfilling. There's nothing that the enemy can give you that's going to uplift your spirits from time after time after time. No, it's going to be momentarily good, and then you're going to have to find another high and another high and another high. And when I mean high, it might be another accolade. It might be another business deal. It might be this, but it's empty. Everything in between is empty and lonely, and it's not fulfilling because it's not meant to fulfill. They're broken cisterns that cannot hold water. So again, you guys, when you're feeling that conviction in your spirit and God's saying, listen, I need you to move. I need you to obey. I need you to leave this. This is not what's best for you. It's not punishment, family. It's like, I've got something better for you. Do you trust me? Do you really trust me? Or do you just like to say that on Sunday mornings? Is that just a nice and fluffy thing to say to people? Oh yeah, I trust God. I got faith. I love God. Praise God. That's just a nice thing. It's a nicety that we say. But do you live your life in a way that reflects that you trust God enough that when he tells you to move, you move. And when he tells you to stay, you stay. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do to follow God and to walk this narrow path of faith. But when God is calling and there's a conviction in your spirit, there is something inside of you that is just not okay with this relationship. And for ladies and for men, it may be causing you, and you might not realize it because you're trying to settle in a wilderness, because maybe it's comfortable, maybe it's a lot of time in, maybe there's an investment. You find yourself seeking out other attention, seeking out other things that you know you're not getting from this relationship. Like as hard as you try to stay on this path with this person, there is something within you that's still not fulfilled in this relationship. Now, this is not an excuse for people to be stepping out and cheating on the person that they've chosen. No. But what I'm saying is there's something deeply unmet that is in that relationship, and you're settling because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to try something new. You don't want to venture out into unknown territories. But you're willing to stay in relationships because you're lonely and have a need that's unmet, deeply unmet. Now, there's superficial things in relationships. You can only expect to realistically have 80% of your needs met, right? So no one's going to come in and they're going to meet 100% of your needs. They might get close, but they still, there's needs that you have to meet on your own because we grown. Ain't nobody perfect. But some of you guys are settling in relationships where maybe only 40% of your needs are being met. 50% of your needs are being met. It's not optimal. So you out here really like struggling to stay on the right path. And you're like, and you're now in the relationship and this person's like, why can't you? It feels like you're not happy. Yeah, because you settled in the wilderness. You're trying your best to try to make something happen. And I'm not talking about superficial things, family. I'm not talking about, oh, somebody got this and somebody got that. But there are traits that we all need. There's traits that I know about myself I need from a man. I need it. I can't, if I'd be lying to myself if I said, I can settle with this or I can settle with that. I would be doing myself a disservice because that man is not going to get the best version of me if I settle with that. He's just not. The man that I settle down with is going to get the best version of me because I'm not settling with him. I'm choosing him from a place of like, oh, he's that. Oh, he's that deal. He's going to get the best version of Sam. He just is. Just like if you were like with somebody that you felt like was the best you can do, and that was the person that was who God told you, he gave you the, okay, you know, this is the person for you. You know, y'all know when God shows you somebody, I'm not sure if you do, but there's going to be a piece in your spirit about this person that you cannot explain. There's going to be a piece in your spirit that you can't explain. Like, why do I feel so comfortable with them? Why do I feel so safe? Why like I'm attracted to them, I like them, I'm this, I'm like, it's all these different things. Like when God, because y'all, I don't believe the rhetoric that God's gonna send you somebody you're not attracted to. He's the God of attraction. So there's no way he's not gonna send you somebody that you don't like looking at. Like I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. In fact, I can bring it back to Bible. Samson was attracted to Philistine women. His family had no idea why he was attracted to Philistine women. They're like, why do you keep going after the Philistines? Now, they're arch nemesis. They're the ones trying to take the Israelites out. You know, and this Jewish man is attracted to Philistine women. And so when Samson was born, there were strict instructions for how his mom was to carry him through pregnancy and how he should live his life and different things like that. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.